Hi everyone, it's Katrina again from Supreme Health Systems of New York. Today we are going to share a very fun and easy recipe that will not break the bank. Something that will be hearty and also something that is, let's say, just lesser ingredients. But first, we want to introduce you the one popular piece in the stovetop of the Saladmaster cookware line, your 11-inch large skillet. So this is the counterpart of your 12-inch electric skillet, electric oil core skillet that goes on the electric. But this one, the good thing is it can go inside the oven. It can go also in your stove tops, any induction stoves, ceramic stoves, gas stoves. It works on any cooking surface. So for today, what we have is actually pork chops with cream of mushroom and potatoes. So very easy recipe, guys. We only have some onions. We also will be using some potatoes. We will also be using your cream of mushroom. You can also go for the less sodium content. We'll be adding some Lowry seasoning and pepper to taste. So first, what we decided to do is actually preheat the skillet to medium heat, because what we're gonna do is we're going to actually be searing the pork chops 3 minutes on each side, depending on the thickness. But this one, it's not as thick as the usual 1-inch steak, or pork chop, so we're gonna do lesser searing time. Okay, so let's open this. Okay, we'll do the quick water test. There you go. What you want to see is actually that really nice, little balls of water. So that means it's ready to sear. You want to hear that nice searing sound. Okay. Just make sure everything is flat. This skillet can fit around like 4 to 5 pork chops. So we'll just kind of play around with it. Here you go. And then just add one more on this side just to sear it. Okay. And then just crack the lid open. Okay. So while we're doing that, what we're gonna do now is actually, we have some potatoes here. This is actually just 2 white potatoes that we actually cut around 1/2 inch size, okay? And we wanna just make sure we added a little bit of water. We place it in a cold water bath just to get rid of the starch. But for now, we just want to make sure that we're patting it dry so it's not going to add too much moisture in your dish later. 3 minutes after searing the one side, here's what we're actually going to check. So we'll be adding some Lowry seasoning first, okay? Just to season one side of your pork chops. And then, after we season one side, we're going to flip everything. So let's see how our pork chops look. Okay. Ooh, you want to see that nice golden brown in your sear. Okay. So it depends on the thickness of your pork chop. You can do 3 minutes between 5 minutes searing time. Ooh, that looks so nice. Looks great. So you can also use any kind of cookware in your Saladmaster line if you want to use a bigger skillet or like a roaster to actually cook your, a brazier pan to cook more pork chops. It depends on the volume of what you want to cook. But this can fit around 3 to 4 people already. 1 person per pork chop. There you go. So now we'll just add a little bit more Lowry seasoning on the other side. Not too much, okay? And then we'll add the salt later. Now, what we're gonna do after we do that is actually add your onions. So we had some sliced onions, and you wanna just sprinkle that around. This is actually around 1 medium-sized onion, okay? Just like so. Just add a little bit more nice flavor to your dish. So easy. And then next, we're now going to be adding your potatoes, okay? So since we did cut the potatoes, we're just gonna sprinkle it around, just like this, on your pork chops, okay? It's so nice, it's so easy, and not only that, it's actually gonna be very, very tasty as the end result. So there you go. You can also use some white potatoes or red potatoes depending on which one you have. Okay, we'll just add a little bit more. There you go. Let's not waste anything. Again, that's 2 potatoes, or you can even just use 1. And then of course, we'll be adding your cream of mushroom. Normally we go for the unsalted one or less sodium, but today we actually ended up the one with the roasted garlic. Okay, so just one of this. You don't need a lot, and you don't need to add water. Just actually put this right on top, just like so. Look how easy this recipe is, guys. And it's gonna feed a lot more people too. So that's actually the most exciting part. It's easy, tasty, and very flavorful. Okay? And what you wanna do is make sure, let's grab another handle, lock that in place, so I have something to hold. And then just kind of spread it around like jam on your potatoes. And then later on, we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper to season. Okay, so this is so nice. It's kind of like doing baked pork chops with some gravy. There you go. Very easy and very convenient. On a rainy day, or if it's snowy season and you want something hearty, this is the meal for you. Okay, there you go. And we'll add a little bit of black pepper to season this. So sprinkle around. Some people, they can even add some green herbs on this one. You can do parsley. But for today, let's make it very easy and simple. Okay, so we close it. Oops, we got a runner there, sorry. Okay, close it, twist it to make sure it seals and locks the moisture in place. And then we're gonna go and cook this on medium. Medium, click low. That's all you need to know. Okay, so medium heat. When it starts clicking, just lower it down for another 15 to 20 minutes, and it's time to eat right after. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Thanks, guys. Okay, so 20 minutes is done. So let's see what our pork chop looks like. Come closer. Ooh, that looks so good. Let's see if the potatoes are cooked too. Ooh, everything's soft. There you go.